Hi everyone, my name's Juanita. I just wanted to jump on here and it's a bit of an intro video more than anything, but who knows, might get carried away on things. We'll just see how things go. I have been meaning to start this channel to hopefully give you guidance, to gain some insight for myself as well. I feel like there are so many people struggling right now. I find myself, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of things that are not necessarily, I want to say realistic. Like, look, I know that on our social media, everything is designed gearing towards keeping us on there. I know this. So everyone's feed is going to be different in what they're seeing. I see a lot, excuse me, I see a lot of stuff that is positive and encouraging, and which is fantastic. Some days it feels overwhelming because it feels as though there's all this information saying do this and do that and be this and be that, but don't do this and don't do that, and if you do this then this will happen and this means this, and it's sometimes completely overwhelming and it does my head in. So I have decided to make a conscious effort to stay away from devices and whatnot, so that I'm not getting bombarded by all these things. It's a habit. It really has become a habit. And to really start centering in more, which I think I've always done. But yeah, I encourage you to do the same. But anyhow, I suppose today, well actually right now, well tonight because it's nighttime here, for some reason I want to talk about division. And I have been feeling as though, actually just before coming on, honestly I actually hadn't even planned on coming on tonight. Like, I have been thinking about this for a while, not even thinking about it, I think I've been guided to do it, pushed in a sense, and I could feel it, and it yeah, it just, as I was contemplating jumping on tonight, I kept hearing division. So I feel like this is what needs to be talked about. And I think what I'm feeling right now is, and I imagine a lot of you are, there is a great division. You know, there's all these things that you see, the Great Awakening, and what was it, for many years, the event is coming, all these things, there was this big build up, and it sounded like a really exciting time was coming, and it was like, yeah, can't wait. And in a sense, it is exciting in the way of there's a massive transformation going on in the world right now, but I know that for a lot of people it doesn't feel exciting. There is change going on for people. There is their lives are being turned upside down in what feels to them like a negative thing. I know that there's, everything happens for a reason, but that doesn't always help when we're in the middle of things. You know, it doesn't matter what you know about stuff. When you are in the midst of what feels like a disaster or a traumatic time, sometimes none of those things help you. You know, you might know it logically, but you just almost just sometimes have to put one foot in front of the other and just keep going. And I suppose, yeah, sorry, I keep getting this division. So I have to talk about this. what I was getting earlier on was with division. I felt the need to break up the words, so I kept getting vision, the word vision, and then it's like, in a sense, how do I explain it? Like, we have a vision, right? And that could be, whatever it is. It could be we have a vision for our future, or what we envision for our job or our family, whatever it is. It could be relationships. We have this idea as to how we want that to go, or how we intend for that to play out. And, we have this control over that somewhat. And yet there's something else at play, right, that also has control. And I'm not talking about any institutions or anything like that necessarily. I'm talking about the law of nature, the universal law, I suppose. There are things that can take effect in our lives that we don't have any plans for, or we have no intention of happening, and they happen, and with the vision. So we have this vision, right? And it's almost as though with the division, I just keep hearing vision, and then I see the word die, D-I, which is before division, right? When you're looking at vision and looking at division, the word die is in front of vision. And it's what I'm getting with this right now is that it's like we need to let go of whatever vision that we had. And it really is about, I feel, coming into the now. You know what, I feel so cliche, because I feel like this is always said, and be in the now and blah blah blah, but I feel like it's more about the centering of ourselves that needs to happen, and really coming into this heart space, so that we are actually being with ourselves. Because although there's a lot of division going on in the world between people, with their jobs, with their families, friendships, partnerships, so much division, between races and neighbourhoods. There's just so much division, and I feel as though the most important thing to do is to come into unity, first and foremost with ourselves. We need to come into this heart space so that we can unite with ourselves, because if we're constantly looking outside of ourselves for this unity, and we're not actually living it internally, then how are we going to create it externally? It seems hypocritical to expect that to happen. So yeah, I suppose, hey, we've got to start somewhere, right? And this is where we're starting with this, is bringing this vision to a point where it's almost neutralized, I suppose, for ourselves. And it doesn't mean that we need to give up hope. It doesn't mean that we need to necessarily give up everything that we hoped for, and everything that we wish for, and everything that we aim for and plan for and whatnot. But just for now, to get through this time, that maybe we just need to come to a mutual stance for ourselves, just come to a mutual point, and just take some time to reflect and gather ourselves. Take some time to stand in silence, I suppose. Stand in stillness so that we can, I want to say have time to reflect, but that's not what I'm seeing. It's not about reflecting, it's about gathering. Kind of like, you know how you need time to gather your thoughts type of thing? It's that. And that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. It's like trying to gather what I'm getting to bring through to you, because you'll find that when these recordings happen, it's often channeled information from my higher self or my guides, or maybe even your guides, you know. So I don't even know where this is going to head. Like, I just had to jump on and do this. I just had to start doing it, honestly. So we will see. But one thing I will tell you is that this is going to be about guidance, and we can all hopefully help each other. If you have any questions, I am going to set up an email so that you can either put things in the comments or email me with any questions or topics that seem relevant. Okay, and yeah, I think let's just kind of help one another. And I know that for my own growth, I have to do this. And to be honest with you, it's really nerve-wracking, which is why I've been procrastinating. But it's just what I was guided to do, so I had to do it. So yeah, have yourselves a beautiful evening, okay? And remember, just come into your heart space and just center yourself. Just take a moment to center yourself and continue on, okay? Okay. Bless. See you. Bye.